Hi, this is JS with Movie Clips, here with a review of the upcoming documentary Good Ol' Frida. A talking head at the beginning of Good Ol' Frida informs us that this is one of the last true stories of the Beatles we'll ever hear. Specifically, it's about Frida Kelly, who was the secretary for the world-famous band for their 10-year journey. Like many early fangirls, Frida first discovered the Beatles when they were playing at the Cavern, an underground venue in Liverpool. At that time, she was but one typist in a room full of secretaries, but she was plucked from that monotonous pool to become the personal secretary for the band. At first, they were just a local success, but as they grew and garnered worldwide acclaim, it's safe to say that she had the most coveted job in the world. One of the most interesting things about this documentary is that director Ryan White was able to have an exclusive interview with Frida herself. Now, Frida has actually been pretty silent on her job for the Beatles for 10 years. She doesn't even tell her own kids or boast about her experiences. It's something that she's kept to herself mostly. And so as she says at one point, "It's a good thing this documentary exists because I never would have told this story and I'm probably never gonna tell it again." But what you won't find in this documentary is juicy gossip about some of the band members' inside lives. In fact, when Yoko is brought up, Frida quickly sweeps that under the rug, saying, people deserve to have privacy in their lives. What you will find is an exclusive perspective on how the Beatles rose to fame, how they were both a product and an advertiser of the 60s. Frida's dedication to the fans is absolutely staggering. She made it a point to respond to each and every single one and grant their requests wherever possible. Whether it was sending them back a few locks of John's hair or getting George to sleep on a pillowcase and then sign it, she was absolutely dedicated to the fans because she was one of the biggest fans herself. When she first started the fan club, she actually used her home address, but her father was pretty displeased when 1,000 letters showed up every day, and she had to sift through the mail and find his bills and separate that from the fan letters. If you still have Beatlemania, or if you consider yourself a passing fan like the rest of the world, then this is 86 minutes well spent. At the very least, you'll be able to enjoy a great soundtrack, as this is actually the first independent film that's been able to use licensed Beatles recordings. On the Movie Clips rating scale, I give Good Ol' Frida a 75 out of 100. It's a fascinating look at the big band from the other side of the stage. What I admire most about Good Ol' Frida is that it's a seemingly ordinary woman's look at an extraordinary group of people. Thanks for watching. This is JS with Movie Clips. Catch you next time.